Welcome back to the cryptowrld channel, everyone. My name is Josh, and right now, Bitcoin is starting to cool off in the short term, exactly as predicted, playing out the short-term overbought signal as the US stock market is also now rejecting from this crucial area on the price chart that we need to pay attention to after we already wiped out the bullish liquidity in the Bitcoin liquidation heat map. So I'll be talking about that in just a moment, revealing my next prediction very, very soon, just about to start here for the price of Bitcoin, while Ethereum is also now technically confirming this breakout on the daily time frame, but the short term might be a different situation, which I'll talk about in just a moment, alongside the price of Solana, which is now starting to struggle in this exact area of resistance. So I'll be talking about all of that and more later in the video, so definitely watch to the end. First of all, just before taking a look at the Bitcoin and crypto charts today, taking a quick look at the US stock market today. This is the S&P 500 index on the 4-hour time frame, and as of recording this video, the stock market's just now closed for the day. But throughout the trading day, of course, we continued a slight little relief up towards this area of previous support, which is now acting as resistance for the S&P 500 index. In other words, we're starting to reject from this previous area of support, which is obviously not very good news, at least in the immediate short term for the US stock market, which also is not really good news for the crypto market, because as I've been saying for many years now on this channel, in fact for around half a decade now on the channel, I've been saying how the crypto market is highly correlated to the US stock market. It's not a perfect one-to-one correlation, but usually if we see a slight little bounce and then we start to struggle in the short term, expect something similar to that for a lot of the crypto market. So in other words, just in the immediate short term, talking about the coming hours or possibly days, expect a little bit of a struggle for Bitcoin and crypto, which is also what I talked about in my last video, which I'll also talk about in just a moment. But first, taking a look at the weekly Bitcoin price chart, and right now the super trend indicator is still sitting in the red, and of course we're still playing out the massive bearish divergence on the weekly Bitcoin price chart. But even while we're still within the larger bearish trend on the larger time frames, of course in the somewhat short to midterm here, we're playing out this massive oversold signal in the weekly Bitcoin RSI for the first time since middle of 2022. And so we are most likely going to see a bit more of a relief, most likely some sort of bullish relief within the next multiple weeks, 2 to 4 weeks, potentially over the next 1 month or so, playing out a bit more of a relief, a break from the larger bearish trend. But keep in mind, this signal by itself is not enough confirmation to guarantee that the bottom is in for the larger bearish trend. Obviously, once again, the last time we saw this signal, yes, over the next multiple weeks, over the next 1 month, we did see a decent bullish relief, but that was not the final bottom for the larger bearish trend or the bear market. And so not a lot has changed over the last 1 day on the weekly Bitcoin price chart. And if we're taking a look at the 3-day Bitcoin price chart, obviously right now the price of Bitcoin is continuing to struggle in this exact area of resistance that I've been warning about for months now on the channel, for over a month now on the channel, sitting in between around 72,000 to 76,000. And over the last 1 day, at least on this chart right here on this exchange, the price of Bitcoin pretty much hit exactly 76,000 before perfectly rejecting from that level, which is basically the top end, the high end of this area of resistance. And so once again, as I already warned about over the last couple of days, expect the price to struggle from within this area. Obviously, once again, in between 72,000 to 76,000, it's very likely we'll see a bit of struggle for the price of Bitcoin, at least in the short term in this area. But if eventually we see a confirmed breakout, ideally above 76 to 77,000 with candle closes above that level and actually holding above that area, in that situation, obviously that would be extremely bullish for the price of Bitcoin. We could quite possibly see a move beyond 80,000 up towards around 85, 86,000 potentially, if we see a confirmed breakout beyond around 76,000 and actually hold above that area. But once again, just in the shorter term, the price is still struggling in this area of resistance. And if we're zooming further into the short term, taking a look at the 4-hour Bitcoin price chart, obviously, as I already warned about just yesterday in my last video here on the channel, we hit overbought in the 4-hour Bitcoin RSI. And usually when we hit overbought or get close to overbought in the 4-hour Bitcoin RSI, that's a signal, at least in the shorter term, telling us that we're running out of room towards the upside and we're now due to see some sort of cool off, which means either sideways consolidation or a slight pullback in the price is the most common outcomes from an overbought signal, just helping to reset the RSI out of overbought, basically cooling off and losing bullish momentum is exactly what I predicted in my last video. And since I said that yesterday, that's exactly what has played out now as predicted. And I continue to predict this moving forward, at least over the next 1 day, maybe another 2 days, but at least over the next 24 hours, I do continue to expect a bit more of a cool off here, kind of like this, as a very likely scenario. And that is due to multiple reasons. Once again, one of the main reasons is due to the fact that we're resetting from an overbought signal in the 4-hour Bitcoin RSI. Another reason is, of course, we're still running into this significant resistance here that I mentioned a moment ago on the 3-day Bitcoin price chart. And on top of that, once again, the stock market is struggling to break out back above this area, which is causing a bit of short-term struggle for Bitcoin and crypto. So all of those reasons. And on top of those reasons, if we're taking a look at the Bitcoin liquidation heat map, obviously over the last 2 days or so, we already perfectly wiped out my exact price targets towards the upside. This upside liquidity, which was building at around 74,000 to 74,500, that's already been wiped out, as I talked about in my last video, which means we don't really have that bullish catalyst anymore. It's already been taken out, obviously, and we don't really have a lot of liquidity building above the price of Bitcoin, at least not right now. Obviously, at some stage in the future, more liquidity might begin to build at some stage, but right now, we don't really have a lot of liquidity either to the upside or to the downside just in the shorter term. So we basically just have to wait and see for the next level of liquidity to begin to build. So ultimately, going off all of this other information, it is quite likely we'll continue a bit more of a cool off, at least in the immediate short term, talking about the next 1 or maybe 2 days. And then once again, we are still within this larger relief that could potentially continue to play out over the next multiple weeks, or maybe even over the next 1 month or so, considering we're playing out an oversold signal in the weekly Bitcoin RSI. So that is still the situation in the somewhat midterm here. Longer term trend has not really changed. And of course, that is my exact short term prediction and the key levels and price targets to watch out for the price of Bitcoin. And obviously, if you want to trade any of these moves in the price of Bitcoin or any crypto, you need to be set up ready to go on a crypto exchange. And if you use the first link below the video in the description and in the pinned comment, that first link below this video will take you to this page right here over on the 2bit crypto exchange, which by the way is a no KYC exchange and is an exchange that I personally use myself from time to time. And simply just by using that first link below the video to 2bit, once again, you can see on this page, there's currently a $3.5 million prize pool happening right now for a limited time to celebrate 2bit's 3rd birthday, which you can take advantage of simply just by trading crypto using that first link below the video. And on top of that, if you actually make your 2bit account using that first link below the video, but only if you use that link, you could also take advantage of exclusive bonuses as well over on 2bit, an extra 200 USDT, up to an extra 200 USDT in actual withdrawable stablecoins just by simply trading crypto using that first link below the video to 2bit. So obviously, if you're going to be trading crypto anyway or preparing to take the next trading opportunity, you might as well check this out. Take advantage of this. Once again, first link below the video. And remember, 2bit is also a no KYC exchange. But with that being said, taking a quick look at the Bitcoin dominance chart on the daily time frame, and right now, despite seeing short-term bullish moves and short-term bearish moves, we're still basically just bouncing around relatively sideways on the Bitcoin dominance chart, which means a lot of the major altcoins will still likely perform very similar to whatever Bitcoin does in the shorter term. And if we're taking a look at Ethereum on the 3-day time frame, obviously just like Bitcoin struggling in this resistance, at least in the shorter term, we're seeing something very similar for Ethereum struggling in this exact area of resistance that I've been warning about here on the channel on the 3-day time frame. I've not moved this area for over a month. That's still sitting in between 2.2k to 2.4k. But if we're looking at this previous area of resistance on the daily time frame based on this previous golden pocket here, of course that was sitting in between around 2150 to 2250, and over the last 1 day we have now technically confirmed one daily candle close confirming above 2250. In other words, we've now technically started to confirm the breakout above this area of resistance on the daily time frame. And so this means that this area right here, once again in between 2150 to 2250, so roughly around 2.2k give or take either side, of course that will likely now act as new support. if we see some sort of pullback or cool off in the short term, now expect support in that area. But once again, we have major resistance going up towards around 2.4K based on this larger area of resistance here. But if we eventually confirm a breakout above 2.4K with candle closes above that level and actually holding above this area, in that situation, the next major target towards the upside would be this level right here, sitting at roughly around 2.8K. And if we're zooming further into the short term, taking a look at the 4-hour Ethereum price chart, obviously the prediction that I made in my last video right around here was that it's extremely likely that within the next 1 to 2 days, we'll start to see a slight little cool off, most likely a slight pullback, not necessarily a huge crash, but basically slowing down the bullish price action, losing momentum, cooling off, helping to reset the RSI out of overbought. And obviously, since I said that yesterday right around here, we've now exactly started to play that out as predicted, and I continue to predict that price action moving forward at least over the next day, possibly another couple of days, but at least over the next 24 hours, continue to expect a bit more of a cool off here as a very likely scenario, considering right now on the 4-hour Ethereum RSI, we've not even left overbought territories yet. We're still actually in overbought because we hit extremely overbought over the last 1 to 2 days, which means we still have some more room to go basically to cool off the price in the short term. And if we're taking a look at the price of XRP on the weekly time frame, obviously the much larger bearish divergence and longer term trend technically still bearish. We've not yet fully confirmed the end to the larger bearish trend, at least not right now, but in the short to midterm, obviously we're continuing to bounce and hold above this massive area of support here that I've been talking about for many months now on the channel. In fact, for almost half a year now, I've been targeting and talking about this $1.30 to $1.40 area acting as significant support for the price of XRP. So obviously that is still the case right now. And if we're taking a look at the 4-hour XRP price chart, looking at the very short-term moves, of course, like I talked about in my last video, it's extremely likely that within the next 1 or 2 days, we'll start to see a bit of a cool off, losing a lot of this bullish momentum, resetting the RSI out of overbought within the next 1 to 2 days is exactly what I said in my last video. Now, obviously, that's perfectly starting to play out here, and I continue to expect that prediction at least over the next 1 day, maybe the next 2 days, but at least over the next 1 day, it's very likely we'll continue a bit more of a cool off here, helping to reset the RSI further away from overbought. And if we're taking a look at the price of Solana on the 3-day time frame, obviously the much larger trend is technically still bearish. We've not yet fully confirmed the end to the much larger multi-month bearish trend, because right now we're potentially still in a similar situation at the moment compared to what we saw just here near the end of 2025 entering into early this year, which is why we still need to be cautious if we're talking about the longer term trend. But of course, as I've already been talking about every day for over a month now, the somewhat short to mid-term situation, talking about a period of weeks, maybe even leading into a month, of course, in this situation over a month now, is of course a bullish relief, playing out this oversold signal exactly as predicted here in the 3-day Solana RSI. And now we're testing this significant area of resistance sitting in between around $95 to $105. So obviously expect the price to struggle in this area, and over the last 1 day we have exactly started to struggle in this area of resistance, which is to be expected. And if we're zooming further into the short term, taking a look at the 4-hour Solana price chart, obviously we also hit overbought around 1 day ago approximately, which means we went too far to the upside too quickly, and we're due to see a bit of a cool off, just either a slight pullback or some choppy sideways price action, losing the bullish momentum, resetting the RSI out of overbought. And obviously over the last 1 day, that's already started to perfectly play out here exactly as predicted, and I continue to expect this to play out at least over the next 24 hours as a very likely scenario here. And if we're taking a look at the price of Chainlink, it's a very similar situation for Chainlink. Obviously the much larger trend is technically still bearish. We've not yet fully confirmed the end of the larger bearish trends, but the short to mid-term situation is of course a bullish relief, continuing to play out the oversold signal in the 3-day Chainlink RSI. But we're still running into this massive resistance here in between $9.50 to $10, especially that $10 level as a massive psychological level of resistance on the price chart, and also based on previous significant support here acting as new resistance at roughly $10. And obviously, because Chainlink and a lot of these altcoins will likely follow very similar price action to what Bitcoin does in the short term, obviously if Bitcoin and a lot of altcoins are resetting from overbought in the short-term RSI, like the 4-hour RSI, it's likely that the next short-term move for Chainlink will follow very similar price action to that, just a slight little cool off and continuing to struggle for a little longer around this resistance at around $9.50 to $10 is exactly my prediction, at least in the short term over the next 1 to 2 days here. And once again, if you want to actually trade any of these moves in the price of any crypto, get set up ready to go using those links below the video to those exchanges if you want to take advantage of massive bonuses that are only available using those links to certain exchanges like 2bit, for example. And if you want to actually know how you can trade these moves, no matter what direction the price goes to profit at all times in the market, then make sure to watch these videos popping up right here on your screen, because the video in the top left shows you how you can profit from bullish or bearish price action using long positions or short positions, and the video in the bottom left shows you how you can easily profit from choppy sideways price action. But anyway, that is everything that I have to say for today. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video.